I make this video in sadness of someone who meant a lot to me. Someone who was very influential back when I was wee small. And because of her, I got into country music. And that's Dolly Parton. 80 years. She lived a long life, so you can't say, her life was short, 80 years, and she did a lot. Some people call her the queen of country, some people call her a legend, a hero. But to me, she was a great human being. Always smiling, always happy. And, you never hear anybody say anything remotely negative about this person. I mean, truly, she was a beacon. I mean, she was the rain for the rainbow. If anything, Tennessee, you birthed a great human being in our lifetime. Fortunately, I was born where I'm able to experience everything. It's not like I was born years later and I'm reading about it and watching videos in the textbooks. I was able to live through everything that she's done. Besides country music, she was also an actress. Appeared in numerous TV shows and numerous movies. 9 to 5, that's my favorite. Came out when I was very, very young. And, I admit that was my childhood crush, Dolly Parton. She got me into country music. I got Winter here, my banjo. I occasionally do play the banjo. I might do some videos on me playing the banjo later. But like I said, because of her, I got into country music. The more I got into country music, and as well as bluegrass, it relaxes me. Peace. And I mean, that's what the music's all about. Besides the story and everything, it brings peace to me, and that's important. She was also in Steel Magnolias. I loved her in that movie. Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, and Rhinestone with Rocky. Sylvester Stallone. She was in it as well. And besides on stage, on the screen, something that she wanted to do was make sure that the world knew how to read. And I believed, I think it was her dad and probably other family members as well, because she was 4 of 12 kids, so, big family. Lots of aunts and uncles and stuff, and nieces and nephews to spoil. But, some of them couldn't read, and she made sure that the world knew how to read. I got my sheet right here, I didn't want to forget anything. Imagination Library. Go on their website, get some books for your kids, and you know what? Even go get some books for yourself. There's nothing wrong with reading. There's nothing wrong with staying educated. Exercise the mind. So through that foundation of hers, Imagination Library, you can go ahead and get a book for your kids, read it to them, and when they get older, have them even sit down when they get home from school and have them read you a chapter. Love goes both ways, Help out our children, give us the love back for what we've done. I heard the news yesterday, and I got to admit, I was sad. I mean, yeah, it all happens, but I was sad. Like I said, she was 80, did a lot of good work. Like I said, made sure the world stayed educated, and also right there in Pigeon Forge, like every year or every other year, I go down to Dollywood, her theme park. And if you've never been, I love her theme park. To me, that's the best theme park I've ever been to. They can get my business any day of the week. But every April, I go there. You know, they got the flowers, they got the food. It's a good theme park. Roller coasters. Customer service is great. Everybody that works there, you know, a thumbs up. All good people. And did I mention how good the food is? Yeah, love the food there. And the roller coasters as well. I love the roller coasters, especially the Eagle one. It's too short, in my opinion, but worth the ride, worth every penny. And there's also Splash Mountain, you know, for when you want to get wet on a hot day. But definitely go to Dollywood, check it out. But one of the good things with Dollywood, though, it employs so many people right there in Pigeon Forge. I mean, that provided jobs to that community, to that whole county. A lot of those folks work there. Her dream, and those that helped her, you know, kept the economy going. Those in the region, they got jobs. Good paying jobs. They're working, supporting their families. And as tourists, me and myself, we go there, we spend our money, have a great time, make nothing but good memories. I mean, I love Dollywood. I really do. And I usually stay at the Dreammore Resort and Spa. Another great place to stay at. And again, it's another hotel from her that's having that area employed. You know, it keeps everybody employed. So not only are people learning how to read, staying educated, but people also employed and they got jobs and taking care of their families, you know. And one person did all that just for that city, for that county. I mean, it's like a shining beacon right there in Tennessee. And you can't do any better than that. I said she had a great career on stage. Music is, you know, I don't know how many top stars are, you know, taking her songs and they're adding their fitbits to it and stuff, but nothing beats the original. I don't care what you say. Nothing beats the original. I said, Dolly Parton put her soul into that music. You know, didn't have to rip anybody off. It all came from here. And speaking of my birthday, like I said, every other year, I go to Dollywood for my birthday. And pre-birthday, the day before, I always go to the Pirate Dinner Show. Then it's also worth checking out. It's a nice show, good food, good people. And then I mentioned the food. The food's good as well. And also, when it comes on my birthday, I actually go to the Dolly Parton Stampede dinner. That's pretty awesome. If you've never been, go. It's a wonderful show. I mean, you're not just sitting there eating, and I mean, you're entertained the entire time. Good food, good people, good show. And did I mention the food? Yeah, the food's good as well. Pretty much, when I go to Dollywood and I stay in a hotel and I go to dinners, I put on some weight. You know, I can't help it. But in closing, I'm going to say, Dolly Parton, thank you for everything. Thank you for being in our lives. I mean, you've done so much. I mean, not even a million thank yous have put a speck of what you've done to a lot of people's lives. So with that, bring this video to a close. Rest in peace, Dolly Parton. Thank you. Once again, like I said, you got me into country music. Can't thank you enough for that. Rest easy, be well, and you most definitely will not be forgotten. And I will continue on every birthday. Go to Dollywood, no matter what. And that I make that promise to you. Every birthday I will be at Dollywood. Every April 22nd, I'm right there at Dollywood. Eating up the food, going on the roller coasters, having a good time. And I love the train ride, by the way. Thank you for that. Take care, Dolly. You'll always be missed.